What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into this video. You know, we are super excited today because we got two special treats. First, this guy is turning 9 years old tomorrow. That is huge. Time goes by so fast, and I can't believe he's 9 years old. And today we are with Jesse from Forgotten Friends Reptile Sanctuary. If you guys remember, he was out on the farm probably a few months ago showing us about snakes, showing us, you know, how to look for them or where to find them, and also how to attract them to a homestead so they can tackle your rodent population and take all that stuff under control.
Yeah, we've had a number of people that have said, do you have some snakes you can give us for our farm? Because people know it is the best natural, chemical-free pest control. Yeah, and that's really exciting, and that's awesome. So you guys need to go check out Jesse at his own YouTube channel, Forgotten Friend Sanctuary. Forgotten Friend Reptile TV.
Reptile TV, that's right. I'm sorry about that. But today, we're with Jesse because Weston here is going to be picking up his birthday present. And Weston doesn't really know what type of snake he's going to get. And Jesse's going to talk about that more in a little bit. All right, so right now we're just walking around the sanctuary with Jesse, and I think right now we're at the turtle garden. Is that right?
That's right. We are at our turtle garden right now. In fact, let's frame it up so you can see it behind us. Guys, this is over 700 square feet of turtle habitat. We actually set it up for a few different species. So we have some box turtles in here, some painted turtles, some sliders. Usually there's some summer tortoises that go out here. What do you think? You guys want to see if we can find some turtles?
Yeah, let's go.
Just follow me. Watch where you step. If you notice there's some berries down there, this is a great thing you can do if you guys want to grow your own turtle garden. You just add some food to it. So we have natural berries. We have 3 or 4 species of berries that are always growing in here. So we're going to, where should we go? Should we flip a couple logs or should we jump in the pond? What would be more fun?
What do you think, Wes? Are we gonna jump in the pond or flip over some rocks?
Flip over some rocks.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you lift some of these rocks, Wes, and see what you can find.
Yep.
There we go.
And this is why we put on our mulch really thick. You can see some of them are starting to dig down in it. That one's just down a little bit, but as it gets warmer, they go down. As it gets really cold, of course, they go down. And come check out this turtle tunnel feature. You might think this is kind of cool. So we have this big mound over here, and underneath here, you can see this is a pipe that runs all the way under there. So when it gets really hot for the summer, then these guys can get way underground and they can have like 2 full feet of ground on top of them. This is a really nice, cool turtle tunnel, and it comes out. Oh, look, Viola has one over there. Was that one in the turtle tunnel, Viola? Yeah, so she just pulled one out of the other side of the turtle tunnel.
That's really cool.
That's neat. Well, our first snake.
Careful, it's venomous.
I got it. I got its head.
You guys want to see if we can find a water turtle in there? So here I have an American alligator, and we're going to put him back in the alligator pond with the other ones. But the American alligator is one of the largest reptiles in the world. This is a critter that may grow to be over 1,000 feet. At our reptile rescue, we are constantly getting calls for pet alligators because people get them when they're cute, when they're the size of the Geico gecko, and then of course they end up closer to the size of a horse. So this is an example of a reptile. Oh, he's doing a death roll. This is an example of a reptile that would not make a good pet. And this is also our species that tries to bite us more than anything else that we have here. So of course he's not going to bite us if we leave him alone. But anytime we're handling him, just about, he's going to open up and he's going to show us that warning bite. And in order to avoid a bite, I'm staying out of his bite radius. If you ever need to eat alligators, if you're in one of the states where you're allowed to hunt alligators, if you ever need to eat them and you need to handle them, most of them have a bite radius that only goes about 180 degrees, which is just from arm to arm. So I always handle my crocodilians right behind this arm, and then I use the tail to control the muscle. The tail is the main muscle, so you get one hand on the tail so you can control that. This is the part that you would eat if you are hunting alligators for food. Most of the meat is right on there. Weston, you want to feel this tail, squeeze it a little bit. Does that feel like a pretty strong part of the alligator? So that is where most of your meat is on the tail. And you can also see these solar panels. If you guys think solar power is cool, well, the crocodilians have been doing it a lot longer than we have. And all of these plates up here, these armor plates, are actually solar panels that are going to take in heat during the day. They're going to absorb some of that solar energy, and that's also going to help keep them warm throughout the night. So these guys have been doing solar long before there are any government subsidies for it. So if you can get a close look at his face, I want you to notice those little dots on his face. Can you see those little black dots around him? All over his mouth. So those little black dots, those are called ISOs, the special sensory organ. I call them ripple sensors because alligators can have over 1,000 of those little black dots, those little ripple sensors, and they actually help them sense any kind of movement in the water. Now this guy's wiggling quite a bit. There we go. I was hoping he would show us his teeth. You can see even some of those dots on his tongue. Those ISOs are all over the place. So if you decide to go swimming in a pond in the southeast that's full of alligators, the water may be too dark for them to see you with their eyes. Certainly too dark for you to see them because they camouflage in the water. But they can sense you with over 1,000 of those ISOs. Over 1,000. Oh, there's a chirping. All right, get that. Crocodilians are one of the only reptiles that communicate vocally. Snakes, turtles, lizards, they don't typically communicate vocally. And these guys use their vocal cords to chirp, to talk to one another. Very cute. So we're trying to find some of our tortoises, and we can tell they've been in this area. If you look down here, this is where they wake up every morning. And just like humans, they wake up and they go to the bathroom. They don't need the coffee, but they do the same routine that a lot of us do every day. And if we look in these bushes here, one of our tortoises, LG, one of our African sulcata tortoises, this is his favorite place to hide. All this digging and burrowing, we haven't done any of that. You see this huge mess here? I'm gonna put it back in and make LG mad because he's been working hard at digging this deep hole. And so he's in there for the night. I'm not going to disturb him. I'm not going to pull him out, but see how much we can see him. You can just see his head in there. That's about it. But these guys are known to dig burrows in the wild 10 or 20 feet deep. And the burrows that tortoises dig can actually save the lives of thousands of other animals. A tortoise may share its burrow with over 100 species of reptiles, birds, and mammals. So they provide a very important ecological service to lots of critters in their ecosystems. And that's not just the African tortoise. You'll see the same thing with gopher tortoises in the southeast, with desert tortoises in the southwest, with many different tortoises around the world. They're going to dig these great deep burrows. They're excellent excavators. And then that's going to provide all kinds of habitats and what's considered a microhabitat within the larger habitats for lots of other animals.
Hey Wes, you ready to go get your snake? All right, let's go talk to Jesse.
Daddy, I need some.
Need some water? We can get some water first.
Are you pretty excited to adopt your first snake? Very good. Should we go get your first snake for you? All right, Weston, we want this to be a surprise. And remember, you actually have some choices of a couple different snakes. So we're going to do it by surprise. That way you put out your hands, close your eyes, and you can kind of feel which snake feels right for you. Okay? But you got to close your eyes. If you open your eyes, then you don't get any of them.
So you close them real tight.
Yep.
Get your hands out.
And get your hands out, and you want to just be one with the snake. So you got to close them, or you don't get any snake. All right. Ready? Let's and go. If they open, remember. Shut. Yeah. If they open, you don't get any snake. All right. So he's doing a very good job with this. All right. So keep them closed. We're going to get your surprise snake for you.
Real tight.
All right, no looking, remember. All right.
I felt like his eyes were open.
All right, no looking. All right, let's see what we can do. See if you get some on him right there, and some on him right here. There we go. Just try to get it just like that. Okay, and now you can look. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh!
What do you think, Weston?
What do you think of this one?
Is this a good one?
I don't know.
Well, remember, Weston, you have a choice. This is the little one. Do you like this little one, or would you like to see the bigger one?
The bigger one. Let's go.
Right, we'll go get the bigger one. All right.
That's so big.
Is it kind of big for you? You can open that sliding glass door.
Mama,
He is.
is that what you were thinking, buddy?
All right, now Weston. All right, I want you to do some stretches and get ready for the big one, okay? So, close your eyes. We're gonna go get the big one. Hopefully you can handle the big one. All right, no looking.
I wonder what he's gonna choose.
All right, I hope this big one's not gonna be too heavy for you.
Keep closing, keep closing, keep closing, keep closing, keep closing.
All right, hold on. You get the tail, Viola. You hold the middle. This one's way too. Don't look.
Remy, grab the
Oh my
part.
gosh, I think we need 3. Oh my gosh, we might need 4 people for this one. This one's really heavy. All right, ready? Here comes the tail. All right, you can look. So, what do you think about that one, Weston?
Say hello to the ball python.
So, Weston, that is the real snake that we have in mind for you.
What do you think, buddy?
You think that one will work a lot better than the other one?
Yeah.
So, this is a little ball python. So it's a small African snake, and I heard you have been reading up. Is that true? You've been learning about how to take care of ball pythons? Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to walk over this way, or actually, you want to hold that for a second, I will just wheel the tank in here, and I'll show you some different things you need to know about his tank. Weston, I'm going to show you some real basics about your snake care. Now, this, you always want to keep full, always have water that you can offer him. This thing here, you could either keep it or you could give it to your grandma as a present for Easter. It's not really important. It makes the cage look pretty. The snake doesn't care about it. This thing over here is important. So this is a hollow hiding cave, and snakes always need a place to hide. So make sure he always has a hiding cave and he always has water. And the other basic thing when it comes to snake care is you want to have a warm side and a cool side. So if you want a warm side and a cool side, do you think you would put your heat lamp in the middle or on one side? Yeah, I usually put it over by the heat cave. That way he has a warm side in his hiding spot and he's a cool side by his water dish. And that's your basic setup. Now, we use this kind of spray here. This is a special chemical spray called hydrogen dioxide. And the hydrogen dioxide will actually add humidity to the cage. It will actually help him shed. And hydrogen dioxide is completely safe to get in your eyes. Do you know what another name for hydrogen dioxide is?
No.
H2O. Do you know what H2O is? That's another name for water. And so this is my favorite compound that I like to use, hydrogen dioxide. And that adds humidity to the cage, and that's going to be important to help with his shed cycle. So you can just keep a spray bottle and keep his bedding nice and humid. If he starts to dry out, just add some humidity with some sprays. You have your warm side, your cool side. Do you want to learn about what to feed a snake? All right, well check this out over here, Wes. And why don't you bring your snake over, and I will show you this one. This is freezer number 2. Freezer number 2 has some cool things in it. Check that out.
I think that's how we pack our chicken.
Isn't that really similar?
What do you think that is, Wes?
So, Weston, come over here and take some guesses. What out of this section do you think your snake is going to eat? Do you have any guesses?
Mice.
He is. Go ahead and pull some bags out, and we'll see what different bags we have. See if you grab the right bag.
I can't really.
It's kind of hard to because you have a snake on you. All right, so we'll try this one. Now, just so you know, these mice are frozen, so it's not going to make the snake think it's feeding time. As soon as they thaw out, you don't want to be handling the snake, because when they thaw out, he will smell it. And so this is the size mice that your snake is going to eat. So a ball python that size, it's going to eat large mice. I'd probably give him 1 or 2 at a time. The way that you could do it very easily is you take 1 or 2 of these out, you put them in a cup of hot water on the top of the cage, let it sit for 20 or 30 minutes. As it sits in that cup of hot water, what do you think he's going to smell?
Like a rat?
Yeah, he's going to smell the food cooking, just like if you smell pizza in the oven or popcorn in the microwave. And so what feeling do you think he's going to get in his belly when he smells that mouse, that micecicle thawing out? Yeah, he's going to start getting very hungry. So we have some smaller mice that we use. These are some slightly smaller ones. These ones would probably be a little too small for that size python. On the bigger side, if we're feeding like that boa constrictor that you were holding earlier, they would be eating these full-size rats. Yours will not eat anything that big. And down here on the bottom, we even have, these are some large guinea pigs. You can see them there. Where that is a lot of frozen rodent there. So these would also be for some of our bigger pythons, but only over the summer when they're very hungry. Whew. See if we have any little guys here. Oh, here's some tiny ones. You see these cool little things? So these are little baby mice, and this is what we would feed our very smallest snakes. Actually, if you guys would like to see a snake eating those, they only take a second to thaw out. So when we're done handling snakes, we could feed some of these to our hognose snakes. They usually are always hungry, and they're fun to feed by hand because they don't strike. Hognoses, you'll see those in a little bit.
Well, all right, guys. I really appreciate you tuning into this video. Weston, how do you like your snake, man? That's pretty cool. What a great gift you got for a 9-year-old tomorrow. Big 9. You want to say thank you?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, you're very welcome, buddy. Thanks for giving reptiles a chance. Here's your Give Reptiles a Chance sticker. And for your birthday,
Look at that, buddy.
happy birthday, your Give Reptiles a Chance shirt. So thanks, Weston, for giving reptiles a chance. Have fun with your new snake, and you'll have to update us on the name and the habitat and let us know if she lays eggs like her other snake. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. And hey, guys, go check out Jesse's channel, and why don't you just tell them where they can go, see your website, your channel, and all about, you know, your business and stuff. Yeah,
so our channel is Forgotten Friend Reptile TV, and some of our stuff is going to be like reptile room stuff. Like we had a snake that was just eating himself. A king snake that was trying to swallow himself. That was one of our recent videos that we just posted, and that happened right behind me here in the reptile room. A lot of our stuff is actually from the wild, though, so you'll see snakes and turtles that we run into when we're out in the wild, whether sometimes we're out on hikes looking for stuff. A lot of the times I'm trying to get bicycle miles in. I'm trying to hit 3,000 bicycle miles this year. Wow. And I'm about 1,200 miles in right now. So just this morning on a bike ride, we ran into, I think, 2 different snake species. Was it 2 different? Yeah, I think it was 2 different snake species and 1 turtle species.
Wow, that's cool.
So sometimes you'll just see our wild adventures. Sometimes you'll see reptile stuff with critters that are up for adoption or weird behaviors, Gila monsters rolling over and playing dead when they sleep. You know, all kinds of crazy things.
Well, cool, guys. Well, hey, I really appreciate you guys tuning in to this video. Happy birthday, Weston. You like the snake? Cool. Guys, please, if you guys like this video, give us a big thumbs up. If you have any questions regarding anything that we went over today, leave it in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys on the next video.